So basically, I'm still in my work clothes right now because I booked it home because I thought I was missing this game because it was at 7 p.m. and I work at 7 p.m. and I don't get off until 10. But then as I was checking like everything, I realized that it got moved to 10. And so I booked it home. I took the bus. I walked as fast as I fucking could. And I made makeshift cup noodles, and a makeshift grilled cheese that I could only do so much with because I wanted to make sure I caught the game. So here I am. Barely catching the fucking game. I'm ready.
Off season, but up against a more classic one in the form of Zeta Division. But with
I'm so fucking scared right now. I'm so scared.
How's it gonna play out?
Well, we'll see here and now. Izu's been an absolute monster. Whether
and they're doing a push mid
on this open as well. Zeta Division not wasting any time. Already pushed up on here onto short. Quick contact between Carpe and teammate.
Oh, that was a good fucking blind by Sugar.
Very huge use.
Let's go, Depp. Come on, Depp. Come on, my boy. Ah, shit. Oh, okay, Hiro. Oh, nice, Hiro.
Couple of frags, important frags that gives access for Zeta on that A site. A quick plant for follow. Excur and Rossi remain to get that retake.
Already so quick into sight, and with
that was a really good blind by fucking Sugar though.
Cypher, you got the Viper. And it's not going to be the easiest task in the world, right? You might be able to clear some corners, but when it comes down to the gunplay, Zeta's neatly tucked away.
Nice, Sugar. Oh, they know there's two. Well, nice, Sugar. Let's go.
Just going radically into a site. There's always thought behind the push.
Carlisle definitely has, shaped up this team a little bit more. So now they have these protocols and really aggressive.
Oh, let's go, Deb.
To push in and melt.
That was a good flash.
This one, yes, it's an
from Hiro,
but Depp is that much more confident just to go in along with it.
Yeah, Hitteron's been hitting them flashes from here on out. Here on run. I'm losing my mind a little bit because it is the last series, but going back into things, quick little
nice Hiro.
From Depp picks him up to 3K as Rossi falls down. All up to Excur. Little peek on heaven though. Peekaboo, I see you. Marshall in hand.
Let's go, Depp. Nice 4K.
Not gonna happen. Only Euron.
Come on, let's be honest. But at the same time, okay, fine. But at the same time, it's just really interesting.
I didn't know that you could put that there.
Everyone else kind of thought the T1 would be the team. They're more, veteran.
Yeah.
They got the star players. You get Excur.
To be fair, Coach Alex did say that comparing it to last year, everyone's upgraded. So
yeah, that's the thing. Is Zeta's upgrade that much more powerful? And I'm really impressed to see if that is the case. We know how strong Depp is, and yes, he's still opening a lot of it. But I'm very curious to see what Hiroran and Yuran have in store for us.
Absolutely.
In store.
You've been talking about them, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, exactly. I've been watching a couple of the games with Hiroran, and I mean, there is potential. I wasn't.
Oh, Saya's got a good angle right now, though.
There is potential on the man himself. I was about to say this. Saya player is pushed up all the way. On
Yuran!
And wallbang for wallbang. We've seen two different weapons actually get that. Shots through the wall and everything. Excur still holding the angle here.
Aw, damn. NT.
Very vocal player.
It's T1 adapting right back into the game.
And again, Carpe is probably one of the, the players that came from a different league, had to transition into VALORANT, and now he is looking well at home.
It's been a year.
It has been.
He's adjusting. I like the idea of the fade, and it definitely works out on.
It's a different idea for sure.
The C's can give you so much, but off of an eco now, Zeta still trying to get an idea for how T1, really defends.
Bring them down.
They're trying to fish for a kill, but T1's just not giving them that satisfaction. I mean, if Zeta wants any
has a Vandal?
They have to go
Depp has a Vandal.
into the domain here of T1. Speaking of which, though, Rossi and Izu.
Get out of there. Get out of there, Yuran.
Close on the contact. Depp was able to dash right in, but I don't know how much impact he can actually do. So he just leaves the site and starts to create some tempo here on Heaven. It's going to be very risky, but he has to do this by himself and leave his team to fend off on their own. And it does work out to some extent, but he is on an island right now, Quack. Gets the first one, but
Saya has an op, though. 2v2 here.
Now with an op still looming over their heads, Zeta Division just trying to position themselves safely enough. Laz tucked away in A main. He's got to make use of that play just right up next to Sugar Zero, because if not, it's easy for T1 to find these 2-on-1s.
Turret is available for Laz here.
Whoa,
progresses into the reactionary position.
Oh, Laz lit him up though.
He is Sugar Zero on switch, swings right out. Carby's very quick on that trade. Laz risking his life to get that contact, has to swing out. Carby's gonna be able to maybe have the spike here. No, he does
Laz,
not.
you're giving me so much anxiety.
just to be able
Oh, let's go, Laz!
Perfectly cool, calm, and collected. One in a guessing game, right? Is he staying on the site to protect the site, or did he overpush so that he gives more information and more map control for Zeta Division? Went for the latter, so he reaps the benefits of that. Only good for the first kill, but yeah.
Holds off that operator. That's the thing. So
oh yeah, true.
Buys up now. T1 on the half buy.
T1's very adamant about that this mid control, because every time they don't get that mid control, Zeta's somehow always knocking on A short or somewhere, right? And those are the rounds that Zeta has gotten pretty successful on. Okay, null command. Carby's been spotted actually coming around the corner here. He could
nice Depp.
Oh, Depp.
Boy, does he. Depp now holding the angle. Fragment activated so that Depp can cross a little bit more peacefully into the site. Excur. Very vocal player of T1.
Nice, Yuron.
Gets a bit of powwow, but only good for the one. But I mean, that's Depp, so step in the right direction here as T1 forced to go for this retake. Looking quickly into the minimap, one holding B main. Side player is on the lurk. If he can get Laz, the pinch could be better here for T1.
Such an interesting retake toxic screen, exactly. Side player, of course, then he would have the Blade Storm up as well, but you gotta watch out for that alarm bot. He knows it's there. Timing is crucial. Going along with the team now.
Damn, he got Laz. Fuck.
There it is indeed, and here comes the offense right now for T1. Do they still have enough time though, or can they only just let
Let's go Sugar.
hold the angle here? Euron popping
shots
through the smoke.
Nice, let's go, boys.
But he is not going to miss.
And if I were to add, I mean, just another interesting note. Actually, last year for Masters Tokyo,
drop it for
T1 was that team that knocked Zeta down. T1 was the team that denied Zeta Masters Tokyo. So if Zeta can actually win this, that would
It'd be revenge. It would be a revenge plot. That's literally it.
Little bit.
All right, I like it. Storyline set up, revenge arc. I mean, not guaranteed, but we are seeing a possibility here. That being said, though,
for the revenge arc.
I want it to happen.
Both of the initiators for T1 and Zeta have been very good at utilizing these Odins, man. The Odin spam is great.
Fuck, he got Depp out of that, damn it.
He's going in for more. I mean, at parties, you don't want to double dip, but in Valorant, it's perfectly normal. Even rewarded at times.
Without a doubt, I mean.
Oh, that shock dart. Yikes.
Oh my god, he got Saya.
Player. What a shock dart from Euron.
That was a great shock dart.
Gets the one. That's
well chased, but
it just sucks though because they don't have their initiator now. Or not initiator, they don't have their duelist now, so how are they gonna get in the site?
Excur and Izu better be ready.
What is this camera?
Last has been spotted already. That is a magical camera there.
Oh fuck.
And Izu, boy, is playing with the hearts here. He cannot get denied. It's all down to Euron.
In
Chases it right
TNT.
in. However, waiting for this specific match. I'm not sure if you picked up the fans, you know, on our microphones, but they do be faithful to T1. And T1 is not disappointing at all here, Quack.
None whatsoever. At least not for this round in the books. It is that half buy coming out from Zeta. T1 has to definitely make their buy count. Saya off of the Blaze, if anything. And with the way that they're positioned right now, not seeing anything towards mid, not really giving out too much, just ready with that Odin.
Depp, look down!
Fall down onto him unless that Odin spam from
nice, Hiro.
So much more value.
Oh, they've got Saya though.
A little bit too heated on Heaven there, forced to dash away. But this heavy contact from Zeta Division pays off. They'll be able to pick up all the weapons, get them upgrades, and even use that Killjoy lockdown from the extra sauce. But can they break it though? Doors opened up already here. It will get broken because of the trade, but Sugar Zero does get that pick off. 2 versus 3. Extra getting close onto the site. Gives away his position. Smoke gives him a little bit of...
Oh my god, Yuron.
Separates the rest of the team right now as Saya player whiffs the blades.
Let's
Gets
go.
the chance.
Taking his own life just to deal with that lockdown, but the little bits of movement, dodging out the sprays, kept the rest of Zeta Division alive. So now 3 to 5. the buy's back on their side.
Also,
T1 just, yeah, not quite synchronized.
Sorry, I just wanted to add as well. It felt like the nano swarms that we saw Laz throw was in benefit for T1, but it actually works a little bit differently there, just to flush out, you know, certain corners and stuff. Plus, again, if it's your own teammate's nano swarm, you take somewhat reduced damage, so you can swim in it theoretically, you know. So you can use that as some form of aggressive push strat. Speaking of aggressive push strats, Saya player, he doesn't have a tailwind. Inside of the smoke, is he gonna risk it? No, never mind, he just backs away.
Yeah, Zeta, knowing that there has been a lot of noise, a lot of presence that they made previously towards this mid area, T1 definitely coming in to investigate, so not wanting to challenge them all too long, not at least until, you know, a piece of utility like the turret gives it up. Now they know, all right, there are some players up towards A short.
30 seconds.
They are running out of time. It might just come down to this crazy execute, last-ditch effort.
What?
Carpe has the Nightfall too. Oh, this is not going to work out too well for Zeta.
Oh yeah, they could be swimming
Fucking
in this
hell.
with very much reduced HPs. Saya player is already looking for the lurk right now. Carpe pushes up.
Carpe though.
Immediately traded in. 14 seconds.
Nice sugar. Nice sugar.
Something which he absolutely does. There's a chance, there's a world where they can plant the spike in, but Saya
Nice, you're done.
put too much havoc on that flag. Thankfully enough, Yura answers in kind. And Rossi placing the back of the site. Euron, he's absorbing the snake bite to position himself for a better peek, but it doesn't work out. It's a 1 versus 1.
Nice, Laz.
Laz.
They should have gotten that fight, but then Zeta inside of the smoke, not to mention Sugar Zero picking out that multi-kill, really turns things around.
Where is this blade going? Clearing up the entirety of A main as well as wine, just in case somebody creeps up in there. Pop shot on short with the Marshall. Not sure if that was heard properly by Zeta. Regardless of which, it's going to be a mid push anyways.
Yeah, making Depp has cut through Market Pizza before, but now he's up against Saya.
And he's chasing him down.
You're nuts.
Maybe a
You're
little bit too much,
insane,
but
Deb.
works out for Depp. Clean takes, great flash. 2 players on the site. It's going to be Carpe somewhere hidden on B. Huge hunt, maybe a couple of pop shots through the smoke. This wall from the Viper is giving some cushion right now, Quack, for the rest of T1. Zeta Division, they are cool, calm, and collected. They got 40 seconds. They can let them cook. They can wait for the utilities.
Oh,
and make
wow,
something
that's a
happen.
good
And
fucking
through all of this,
spam.
Izu actually TPs at the back of the site. What a hero. But can his added presence on B actually assist the rest of T1? That is the biggest question here. Excur has fallen down already. Izu's down to 12. 25 seconds.
Nice,
It's
you're done.
not working out too well. There's Carpe through it all. And it's all down to Rossi. So some pretty big utility used by T1 and ultimately still giving up the B side in the end.
Look, this is Zeta's map. It's one of their home maps, just as Will pointed out during the map selection phase. They're very comfortable with this. They know how
They're all
to work
chasing his
around
bitch
this
ass.
classic agent composition.
Look at Deb. Deb's like, I'm gonna
Izu,
find you.
know, might have been able to
I'm gonna find you.
teleport over to System
I'm
Two,
gonna
but
find you. Look at Deb. Look at Deb. Look at Deb.
It's just tough. And you got it, like you mentioned, Esther, right? It's awesome.
Deb's like, I'm on a mission.
So now back on the operator. He's looking for that contact, but I don't know if it's going to happen that easily. Both of them looking to inch out towards B main, but look at how Zeta is reading this as well. All you got is Laz getting the info. The rest of them, you know, making markers, exploring all throughout the other parts of the map. If we know that Saya is here, we know that the other half of the map is slightly more open. Let's take down Izu.
Depp.
Oh,
What a smoke from Rossi here too. They're
Oh,
going the opposite
shit.
direction, but it is falling as soon as it gets set up.
That
Zeta
one-way
Division,
cage fucked him over.
It's the play to go straight to A because Carpe's
Oh,
already
wow.
here. There seems to be like an over push
fuck.
on T1 side, but I mean it's granted because they do have the numbers advantage. Laz
NT,
caught in
NT,
2
NT.
versus 1. He's got to have
7-5 half, huh?
out of nothing. The clapback is just beautiful here from T1. Quick null command pinch coming in from mid. Paranoia as they detain or delay the players on B,
Fuck.
on B main here.
Fuck.
Man, that is
Damn.
brother, dude. He's the one that started it all for the
Oh, Hero.
hey.
Huron able to get the shutdown, but he's alone on an island 3 versus 1.
Unbelievable.
Damn.
Just the mechanical skill involved to make such plays, but also knowing to position themselves in that spot.
Absolutely.
Zeta tries to go for a different approach, right? You got the mid to B, but then it got blocked off that way.
And Huron is just very far from any kind of good information whatsoever. Forced to back away. The paranoia is just so damn annoying.
Aw, nice try.
Mistake by
I called it though, 7-5 half.
That's going to be T1 with the 5-7 half.
It's really just T1, tier 1 mechanics, tier 1 skill, and you see it all. I'm just like still feeling, you know, you're attacking, the only flash you have is Izu. So it really comes down to how they apply this. It's not that it's not viable, but let us see.
That was Huron also using his drone very early on, only spotting out Excur. So T1's plan is to rile up a bit of utility here from Zeta. Mission successful already, and you can already see Zeta very much kind of scratching their heads where they are. That's why you're seeing so much rotation coming in from depth, from the players on short, and they're scrambling.
Wow, just feeling that pressure. Still though, Tree, that's gonna be a big stack. Without the flashes, how do you break through it? Saya, he's gonna have to find that contact, and he's gonna have to do it safely.
Excur though, he snuck in.
No way.
Huron's not even aware of this. He's just looking towards mid. And Excur has found his
Oh my
access all the way
god.
through spawn. Here comes the push out on short.
No way.
Huron's actually looking on his own side of the spawn. He's aware of this, but the damage is being done already by T1.
Oh!
Here onto the side.
What the
and
fuck?
Huron misses the timing there. Excur's flank
Good job, Zeb.
perfect. Sure, it's going to get traded out, but the damage be done. The site secured, and T1 has every bit of advantage taken to put themselves in a better spot in post-plant.
That actually worked. Okay. I
Yeah.
can't believe it. Excur looking through all the way like that with the toxic screen that Zeta thought was kind of just left alone. Now with the retakes, how do you follow through?
Let's go,
They're
sure.
forcing their way. Let's see how well their brute force is going to work out.
Oh my god!
Dealing some damage. Is there any smokes that against Sugar can put himself on? Half on the defuse. He's got to have.
Oh, let's go, boys!
What heroics from
Wow.
Sugar Zero.
To deny any spike defenses.
That was such a big round too. I mean, imagine losing that. T1 has all the right to bring back a deficit in that 5-7.
They forced here too.
T1. Forced by actually here. Side player with a big dash in, right on top of Generator.
Oh,
here, and the
damn.
damage. Oh boy, the damage very much felt.
Yeah, we don't see this too often. The force buy. Zeta did not expect it whatsoever. They suddenly blinked and 3 members dropped dead.
That's gotta
Tough
hurt.
retake. I mean, this is going to have to be a call to a save for me.
Yeah. I mean, both Huron
I
and
mean-
Depp are on rifles right now. Guardian and a
Yeah.
Phantom. Do not want to give that up.
Depp needs to save for sure.
There's even a late lurk coming in here from Excur.
That's the scariest thing so far for me. Also.
Alert.
I mean, yeah, Excur,
Yeah.
you see this toxic screen. It's always placed up towards B. That's the power of the double controller. Zeta's always going to have to be wondering, is someone going to make use of this? Are they actually going to push through to B now? Or you know, how do we position ourselves?
Last player standing.
Yikes. You know what?
Nice
I'll
Depp.
double up on.
We're talking about that toxic screen, but in this round, they just kind of waltzed into A after taking down Depp. So there are so many things that they can do. Again, buying the attention away because of that toxic screen, or just creating presence around other parts of the map. Of course, now that Depp has kind of lost his life around short by himself, maybe Zeta senses to call for further reinforcements. Is it going to be enough, though?
And at least that recon, excuse me, that Sova drone.
Depp, no! Don't peek that shit!
What
Oh my god!
aggression here from Depp to swing out. I mean, sure, he's got some safety with that tailwind, but like Elsa, this bro is going into the unknown. That gives up the control of A short. mid only has
Oh, but
the
look, Dep's here already though.
alarm bot.
Look, Dep's on site.
Here. So here comes
Dep
the
is
rest
literally
of
on site right now.
T1, marching in, barging in. But wait, hold on. I haven't seen the rotation here from Zeta yet. They've actually brought in Dep at the back of the site. If this is a full commitment here from T1, they might not know what they can uncover at the back at this entire B site. Excuse me, so I'm fumbling, because right now this is gonna go for a full blast fight, and Dep hasn't been spotted just yet. Now they know. There's so much.
Let's go, Dep!
Dep is holding on.
Oi, yike!
The rotation, it's perfect. Excur now has the hold.
Oh, damn.
Now Excur is offing too. Oh, that there, he's back.
No, he wants to showcase, you know, why
Get out of here,
he was the
Don.
one to be feared before. And the other Bang Bang. Couple of tags here right now for T1. 3-man stack on B. Euron's waiting for any contact as he's preparing the dart already for the push. But T1, they're no fools, man. They're real. Let it cook a little bit. They already got control of that B site, and they can back away if they want to. What's perfect about this is if they do, there's like 2 players that they can act
fuck?
on the spawn. It doesn't matter anymore. Sugar Zero's by himself.
Come on,
He really
Sugar.
has to just do godly anchoring stuff here, or else. Well, he does get 2, but I mean, Zeta's never in a spot where they can really be
Damn.
confident in retaking things.
Players like Excur, they can throw you in for one heck of a loop. And it just keeps happening again. Saya picks up quick op kills on his own, similar to how Excur would have done so on the B side before. Now, the whole team kind of holding default. Saya looking for an opening pick. The drone ignored.
Nice
Risky
push,
move
Dad.
for Zeta to play in. It actually still works out in the end. Excur now should get spotted as well here, as he uses the smokes to get him out of harm's way. We haven't really seen any aggressive push-outs from Zeta at all. No, like no Korean flash and dash on mid. If ever we see any of that, it's always just been Dep just swinging out, but that's not gonna be enough.
Yeah, I feel like no big reason to, because they're always kind of
Hiro is
anticipating that
holding
T1
the
is
most
playing that
stupid
default,
angle.
and that's what they're doing this round. Very, very tricky to work off against. So just kind of hanging back, getting the info, playing off of it. Hiro on now.
He's getting chased.
He's getting chased. He got 1 though.
Seconds left.
He's good enough for the 1 though. They do know that Rossi as well as Excur
Dep, please don't.
spawn.
Look behind you. Look behind you.
What is Dep thinking about?
Let's go,
It's
Dep!
him just thinking about,
That's my
maybe it's
boy.
my time teams will not let up, and I love it.
You know, we've got a lot of talent here in Pacific. Champions being Korea this year, I am expecting for someone to bring that trophy home. But
It's
apart
so
from
close
that
to home too.
exactly right. Still, this round, Saya's still on that off, very scary. Euron back on the Odin. Just kind of posted up.
What a risky spot for Dep too.
Really risky spot right now for Dep.
I mean, this time though, they've put a lot more bodies into trying to deal with Excur.
Here.
Now that they don't see anybody on B main, you can see the rotation from Blaz right now. If he can maybe stop Excur from breaking this alarm bot and shutting him down, that could be something if he pushes on A main here. Sugar Zero. Ooh boy. But again,
Get out.
Dep's still on the corner.
It's very important that Zeta does not like move too much right now.
Yeah,
Because
they
get
cannot
punished by
move.
Excur, or if Excur goes in deep enough, then some rotations might come through. We got 45 seconds left.
Oh, this is the worst case scenario right now for Zeta. This push out on short, if Huron can't hold this, Dep's hold on this boost spot for the past minute or so is going to be nasty.
A poison cloud. Oh, ooh.
He's got 1, he dashes over, but gets immediately traded. Activates the
Blast.
Hunter's Fury.
Let's go, Hiro.
And Huron holds
Oh, Hiro!
He does
Let's go, Hiro,
blast
Hiro.
Excur away. That's a spike drop down on short too.
Let's
12
go, boys.
seconds.
Come on.
So unless Saya player can take down 4 players,
Nah, he's saving this up, man.
each with 8 seconds left, quick maths for you. This should be another round for Zeta Division.
To catch or fish for anything. Excur couldn't find any other kills off of his lurk. It's that much easier for Zeta to go through. Now, here's a different aggressive play from Zeta.
Let's go, Deb.
It's gonna be Depp winning it out against Saya player. Still though, quick little trade as Carpe finds Hiroron. It's Zeta wanting to get the one up onto T1 here. It is trade for trade. There is that quick TP at the back of the site. Is it going to be full committance? Depp,
No.
the World Theft activated as well. Izu did commit his use on from the shadows in the back of sight, but the spike.
Surely Laz knows this, right?
B. It's still hovering somewhere here on A main in the hands of Carpe.
Exactly, trying to sell a fake. But Depp kind of saw a glimpse of something towards top mid, so he has an idea. Rest of the team just split up, trying to get the information around the sites. Izu, though, could still be a very deadly force. If he even gets one frag, that is quite a bit of damage.
Absolutely, especially with 2 players already committed to hold this B position. But they're calling them back?
Oh.
They have 30 seconds. They can do this, but
Gonna have to be a really slow creep.
30 seconds
they have to run for it, though. Again, it'll take like
Laz,
10, 15 seconds, but they're coming back to B
okay.
once again.
Laz has lockdown, Laz has turret. Back towards A.
Dep.
Oh.
Oh, nice. Let's go, Dep.
Depp's got the first one. Nightfall activated. They'll trace.
Let's go, Yuran. Let's go, Yuran. Yes, let's go, boys.
Odin reigns supreme.
That's right, Zeta Division. Sheath your samurai sword. First of all, we had Depp in the anime duel up in the air.
Oh.
Then after that, just getting a good read for things,
Oh.
being stationed and staying frosty. Like, this kill was so much. And then as the dust settles, yeah, then from the shadows.
Jesus Christ, Yuran.
But Zeta just stays calm and collected.
Deb is like, wow.
This would have been different, but this year, this brand new Atarashi Zeta Division, they are so much more rejuvenated and ready.
Depp's got his operator out.
Oh, he almost got one there too. Fuck.
Indeed. Saya player, though, chasing him to the ends of the earth. He wants that contact.
Oh, Deb, let's go.
But
Deb.
Rossi and Saya answers
There you go,
back.
Laz. Come on,
Pass
Laz.
the back of the site. Get some coverage on the smoke by his teammate. Has to hold. If he makes any big noise, that could give Rossi an opportunity here. As you do see Izu slowly creeping his way onto fast lane. The fragment's perfect. That does force back Rossi for the moment here.
Nice, Laz.
He's just trapped. He bumped himself into the corner, and it's all down to Izu. 50 seconds, spike in hand. He's pushing himself forward. He knows he can't plant the spike without them punishing him, so he might as well just be proactive with this one.
Nice, Laz. Let's go. Let's go, boys. Come on. Match point. Match point.
And peeking out for the final 2.
I'm so stressed.
Oh, what is this now?
They're making a lot of noise here. What is happening for Excur?
Let's go, Yuran.
Euron coming in from the pinch all the way from downtown onto short. Snake Bite activated here on A main. Zeta Division, but ultimately also stops T1 from pushing up into A main right now.
Yeah, man, mega impact kill. Excur has been such an annoying lurk for the past several rounds. Now they're just like, you know, if he's gonna be alone this round, you know, previous round they tried the B push, they're not gonna try it again. Let's punish him.
That was also the first time we've seen that pitch play come out from Zeta, so
Yeah.
that's the reason why I kind of freaked out a little bit.
I'm freaking out right there with you, dude. Now it's gonna be a 4-on-5 without Excur. That's a lot of pressure off of Zeta's shoulders.
True, but all things can always be turned up.
This is for that overtime or bust, man.
Yes, for sure.
Not to mention, you know, Zeta can still play it safe. Last still has the lockdown for the retake.
They do have this smoke
Tibar.
with the Prowler combination. It
30
pushes
seconds
back so much. You can't see Laz has to
Let's go,
hold on to
Laz.
his teammate,
Great
but
positioning.
It's a beautiful bait and switch. Now, there's going to be the plant on the spike.
Lockdown.
Down.
Down.
They do have it. Rossi's going to hold the angle here. No, 2 of them will actually do so. Crossfire's bound. Euron's finally shut down here, but this could...
Oh, they are scaring the absolute shit out of me right now.
He's already done his damage.
Let's go, Dep.
He's gonna have to come big with the Guardian. Not gonna happen for now. And now Rossi. Ay. 50 HP.
What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
He has to cross or even get a kill. If he does, maybe
Depp is gonna get him though, no?
he has his ultimate. I don't know. He's there.
Let's go! Yay! They went their bomb. Let's go!
Get tripped up on that one. Come back with a 13-11.
Oh my god, that was a. Don't call it a comeback, but it was a comeback.
But my oh my. First of all, that forced T1 in the
I
second
wasn't
half.
stressed, no.
Gave them such a 6 rounds in a row.
Okay.
all the way on B. Is this a quick throw right now, or will they wait for contact first? Seems like it's gonna be the wait for now. Don't want to pull the trigger too quickly. Because of that, look at this 3-man push already from T1. Loving the aggression.
Alarm bot.
It's only the alarm bot holding them. And if Euron makes a mistake, it's going to be his life all for naught. No trades whatsoever. Huge push out coming in from T1.
Waltz straight into Rossi. Got the door activated as well, but because the guns were at the ready, T1 is not going to dare to challenge just yet. However, on the other half of the map, still Excur definitely thinking about positioning himself around Rubble. He's near enough to that rendezvous. Oh wait, no, that's a trademark.
Yeah. He actually recalls the rendezvous. So if he can hold out for like 10 more seconds, he can use it right now and be even more aggressive to push out, nearing that ultimate orb. There it is. Oh, he wants to go for heaven. It actually marks up here pretty perfectly.
Oh, Hiro!
That's 3 headshots. Fortunately, not getting that contact. Depp on the other side, though, does find Rossi. Trying to flush him out with the nade here.
There we go.
He does get control of that C-long.
Gotta watch Waterfall and the door, maybe. At the very least, they managed to take over the site. T1 corralling around to kind of set up for the retake. You've got definitely players, some headed up towards... Oh, wait, actually, no. So many of them headed towards Mount.
And this might actually be bad, though, because if they wait a little bit longer, yeah, they have to break that turret very quickly right now. So Zeta Division knows that there is some Mount push. To what extent? Unknown. But here comes the push here and now. If Carpe can have his hunt up and available here as they want to explode through the smoke, this could be something.
Wow.
They're able to at least get these contact plays, but it's heavily...
Come on, Sugar.
T1. Hold on. It's actually been turned on its head.
Nice.
2 versus 2.
Nice, Hiro!
There's one more easy.
Let's go, Hiro! What?
Assists Sugar 0, hand in hand, breaks them down.
Wow.
And pistol secured. It looked a little bit iffy here for Zeta Division, but
Looks
they
super
come back
iffy.
again with the rookies taking charge.
Exactly right. Hirodon, 3 kills back.
That was a really good paranoia though from Sugar.
Very shaken by this push coming out from T1. You're thinking about it.
Sugar, nice!
No, they're kind of just stuck and pinned down in sight. They can't really use Waterfall to escape because they're always thinking somebody could be approaching from here. But as soon as Excur falls, and then the rest of them coming out from Mount, it was easily dealt with. And with Hirodon and Sugar 0, that was just that much better. Now onto the next round, just these pistols. We got a little bit of information.
Twirl.
Then Zeta, of course, with the guns, just playing it safe, playing it careful. Got the firepower, just make use of it.
They don't want to over challenge just yet. Numbers can prove to be an important factor here for both teams.
Very nice check.
Yeah, just gonna retake the utility right
now.
now.
Don't challenge the toxic screen, please.
Oh man, if that drops, everything will break loose. All hell will be unleashed.
Let's go, Euron.
Trades still.
You're trading the shit out of each other right now. Laz is 6 HP in a dream right now.
Single digits at this point. Izu thankfully not spotted by that haunt as they call in Excur reinforcements. Smoke's about to go down. 40 seconds. And all still up in the air here, Quack, especially now that, again, the chamber is available for contact.
Very close to it. It is definitely possible. Well, it depends on how sharp Excur can still be. That's it. You don't want to lose the guns. Laz on the Bulldog. But they have to make their way through. 20 seconds left.
He's using a randomly pop shots, isn't he? Yeah, he is. 15 seconds, though. They're all reloading. Oh my gosh, they actually go for the peaks. 10 more seconds.
Gotta hunt.
He's gotta have to plant the spike here. Izu's getting closer and closer. My heart cannot take this.
Oh no! Poor Sugar.
What a round from
I've ever seen before. And Carpe was the one kind of top fragging.
49.
Now it's gonna be
Yo.
Saya player with the raise.
What the fuck happened there?
High round 2 for Zeta Division. That's not looking too hot, especially now that, you know, Zeta has the weapons per se. Euron even having to change up into a rifle from his Odin as he needs a little bit more of that precise firepower to maybe deal some damage here. And they got to be careful that they don't get hit by these wild shots.
Reloading a 100 bullet weapon with 55 bullets.
Holding an angle right now. Get a pick off very quickly, very cleanly.
Betrayed though.
Rossi, boy,
One enemy remaining.
Damn.
he's quick to go for the punish. Laz all alone by himself, lurking. So he has to pick up the spike. And he just has to go all the way for this pilgrimage on this A side, and it's not going to be too pretty for him.
Yeah, he's got some stragglers tailing behind him too.
Oh yeah, you're right. And he does not have his turret, so they're just about to hit this lurk, and he's looking
That's
to what's in front of him. Yeah.
I mean, to me, like,
it sees ending,
oh yeah, you're right.
so it's a double whammy. You cannot escape that once you get tethered in.
There.
So womp womp for Zeta Division.
So back into it, round 5. It's the half buy. You got this Odin. You got Excur on the operator already. Saya player with the rockets.
By the way, this is a really strong angle for Rossi here, because at his elevation, if you go right in front of him, that angle right there is well bangable, and you will get hit if you're not crouching down. And obviously, you will be walking, standing up straight. So if he's not flush out of his corner there, and he just like follows anybody through the walls,
Yeah.
it's a high percentage chance kill for
Very
Rossi.
crucial for Rossi to stay in that spot, to watch that angle, not expose himself too much.
Yeah.
A single hit, Zeta could be able to take him off. But of course, Zeta trying to look for openings on the other sides. That's where Excur is.
I mean, there's so little options right now from Zeta that we're seeing here.
Oh, okay, Depth trying to bypass.
And they can't really plan on the platform,
30 seconds left.
right? Because Rossi's right here with his spam. So this is just going to be a little bit of money. And Excur's timing, as well as his hold on these lurks, haven't...
Why would you peek that?
Again, leading to easier rounds dealt here by T1.
And it takes for Depp to play off of his teammate's contact just to take that Odin away. Spike might be planted, and that's good enough for the economy, but Excur it's precise with that sniper. 4-1 for T1 now.
And he's sitting pretty with...
Up snap! It's 2!
That's gotta hurt, man. 2 fronts. But of course, overwhelming
Surely
firepower
Depp
can
ult
also
here,
mean
yeah?
that the defense is not gonna look too hot, but I mean, if you can get these kills quickly enough, it shouldn't matter. Saya player holding that teeny tiny point of contact here. He gets smoked off himself. Zeta Division. Again, they're very much lost for kind of contact here.
Very crucial for them to get bits more space, and then here comes that Depp. Oh, what is this?
Oh, he knew!
Did he saw a little bit, or was he just thinking, this is a Omen-sized smoke?
Spike planted.
Or Omen-sized pocket of a smoke.
Possible, yeah.
Yeah. Let's see if I shoot this and then someone comes out. Izu does.
But of course, I mean, with the way that they actually took this, that's the main thing.
Yeah.
Very crucial for Euron and Sugar Zero to really block things off with the toxic screen, gives them a bit more space. Depp is then allowed to get into tree along with the blast packs, making their way onto site. That's the thing with double op, right?
They're
easy to
saving for
retake
sure
with.
right now.
Yeah.
And especially if you got the smokes and if you choose the right site, that you kind of, render these ops somewhat, not as effective, and you might be able to have a better day.
How close is that explosion going to take? Whoa, that is turning into a very risky endeavor.
But Depp killed Woe.
I mean, the play was there. Rossi was throwing out his smokes and everything to punish Zeta Division's exit out onto Rubble. Didn't work out fully in the end. And now T1's like, we're kind of dipping too much into the operators. We need someone to start fighting for us just in case this happens, and then lo and behold, Zaya player's back on a rifle.
Rossi on the Oda too. We saw how effective that was on the C site, so we're just gonna stick to it.
Yeah.
We've got okay, lockdown, showstopper, Viper's Pit.
Excur pushing in.
Oh my God. Are we
He's so close too. They're not gonna know about this.
That's the thing.
Yikes, Excur, what a mad lad. And he's not done!
He gets hero.
That was a wallbang headshot.
Excur, he's not done! He's got the 3K already!
What is happening right now?
He's re-peeking, and they keep giving him the opportunity to stay in highlight reel mode.
Enough.
Enough's enough, man.
Renders those ops useless.
But here we go again.
Oh, no.
And they got the same setup all over. Players can TP.
Okay, good.
He pocketed his teammate Izu around the corner there. Are they gonna actually check it? Of course not. Can he TP out?
No.
Get traded? Well, he will be. Excur's down to 5 too. I don't know how he actually took that damage in, but it's gonna be that. But of
They're
course,
getting
T1
pinched right
not
now.
Missing a beat, gonna start making some waves here.
Nice last.
Laz by himself. Forced himself to go into a fight, but of course.
Come on. 2v2, 2v2. One's 5 HP.
I've forgotten all the fights
Okay.
in these past 2 games, but it's still a force to be reckoned with.
Excur's really low, but it is an op though. As long as he stays tucked away. If the rendezvous comes back up too, let me actually ask it. It could be really still deadly. Just enough for them to sneak through.
The paranoia is gonna.
They'll have no idea that he's here.
That's true enough,
30
but
seconds left.
with this turret.
They know now.
How did
Oh,
the
it's
turret
shot-
not kill him?
Spike planted.
The turret fired though. They know he's there.
What's the angle?
No!
Fuck!
Excurate, how do you find these angles, man?
Come on, Sugar.
2 versus 1.
Come on, Sugar.
With his teammate dropping down, with Laz not having the support of the turrets anymore. Yeah, Sugar Zero just needs to find some form of solace here, and that smoke gives him a little bit of coverage. Excurate, my guy, goes in for the no-scope. Spike planted right beside him.
Okay.
Come on, Sugar.
Smoke giving a little bit more cover. It dissipates.
No!
but
God
Roxy
fucking damn it.
coming in around bend. Gets the kill. Plenty of time to defuse.
Of course. It's just such incredible stuff coming from
It's
Excur.
so good from T1, but it makes me so sad.
You were about to say something.
Is as to how to counter Excurate at all, and now again it ends up into that 9-3 as we flip the sides.
For real. Like we haven't really seen anyone challenge him through this this map. Now they're on the attack, and this is where
Hito,
Kanye will be
why
more
are you-
effective. Hito on peeking out.
One enemy
Okay, these
remaining.
trades are still
Spike down A.
somewhat manageable. Never mind.
No, they're not.
It's just Laz running all the way through that A site. Classic in hand. Excurate holding tight little angle here on stairs. And as the smoke comes into play,
They're all just watching this one angle.
Laz, if he pushes this,
He's fucked, man.
shouldn't be any chance for him to even get a frag.
Honestly,
Otherwise, Zeta can
I'm at
really
that point where I'm like, GG,
pull
go
off
next
a
map.
Fnatic. Such a crazy comeback. If they do it, that'll be amazing. But if they don't, you know, match that point. That's
Let's go,
it.
Laz. Come on.
Laz starts to
Laz,
come.
oh my god.
Spike
Here on
down B.
claps back as well for an extra. Also want to say, again, Excurate's already on an operator here. I mean, it's an operator he might not keep a hold of. It's a 4 versus 2.
It's 1 full minute to work with.
Fair enough.
Could save, but that'll take a really long time.
I mean, I don't think that Zeta's going to chase them down, no?
Nah.
Probably not, because Zeta's in that mind space where they're like, stressed, how are we going to do this?
Yeah.
And Excurate got separated with that by the door. All right.
The crowd was like gasping a little bit.
Not like this.
It's alright, he's gonna make it over. Hirodon has sightlines. Definitely hears that rendezvous being placed down. What?
Ayo.
30 seconds left.
And Excur hasn't actually TP'd away yet, so he can get a more forward position here on Waterfall. And again, just wait around the rendezvous. He doesn't
Oh
even get
my
back.
God.
On Sugar Zero.
Standing.
Deb, if Deb went down to an up in that fashion, I'm already calling it Excur's best operator player here on Asia Pacific.
Dep,
switch,
Dep, don't.
paranoia plays in the favor of Dep here though, because Izu's gonna have to get closer and closer in, and Dep's just 100%.
Dep is sticking it. Let's go, Dep. Nice stick. Nice.
What a call, what a catch. Could even save the operator. Those were just slight mishaps that they were able to use against T1, but ultimately T1 still has the overwhelming control. Speaking of which, very aggressive push out from Zeta Division here on C. They were kind of hoping that maybe their commitment on Mound might have gotten them any kills, but it's only gotten them a little bit of map control. If Carpe doesn't push up here, well, never mind, he does. That might have been the spike dropped, but T1's not foolish enough to leave it alone, especially now that they know that the A site is very much open for taking.
Spike planted.
I mean, I don't even know what more you can really do. Excur is prepared. Laz has got nothing but the lockdown. Does commit to it. But then as the peaks come through, just simple shot from Excur and it says everything.
Also think about this. He hits those shots with the tour de force, that slows everybody down. Through the wall, one more in, and
GG, man.
I mean, was there ever a doubt we were gonna go to map number 3? Phenomenal. Man is possessed.
So far, yeah, T1 definitely
Okay,
showing
let's
us
see.
a
You're
lot
on
that,
breach. Okay.
map so far.
Okay.
Then, as the desk mentioned, agent composition changes up. Shows a T1 that, you know, maybe wants to tamper with something and change things up. Definitely a lot more serious, a lot more effective. But then again, Zeta going in for the double initiator instead.
Excur still on B main. This might not get flushed out by Euron at all, and there it is. Saya player finds Dep as well. Can even go for the aggressive peek if he wants to, because
Wow.
Excur's right there, his buddy.
Damn.
The support to give him the hand, and he even goes above and beyond with the
Now, because it says a lot as to how this map will start. And again, wanting to punch that ticket through to the playoff stage.
This camera's giving some really nice information here for Excur. 2 little shutdown. Dep does find him in the battle
Go
through
Dep.
the Cypher cage. That's some information gathered. That's a big player downed. But T1 Saya player and like other players here from T1 going in for this big flank. You can already see Laz holding patiently while the rest of his team manages their way on A main. Carpe's dart immediately gets scattered. And this nade, will it flush
Good
him
job,
out?
Hiro.
Absolutely it will, as Huron falls down. As I mentioned, 3 players of T1 going in for the flank. Has to break that trap first, and Laz on first contact.
Oh, Laz. He wasn't ready.
Is gonna get punished. They're just gonna go with this for this 3-man push.
Planted.
They do upgrade some of their weapons, so there is better firepower right now from T1. The risk to actually push up on A main pays off. Numbers favoring Zeta Division, but that's never been a hindrance here for T1.
Nice, Dep.
Line up for Dep in that high vantage point, and Izu left by himself. Probably just gonna be playing that exit frag.
Yeah, way too many targets right in front of him, but the way that this round plays out, just a more decisive take from Zeta. Going in for that elbow push, T1 not really, despite having the camera for information, not really able to work off against it. So now it's just going to be a Zeta that slowly, you know, comes back into the game, still on a scent.
And with him having that neural theft, right now it's going to be a huge boom if he can actually utilize that. Saya players, operator, somewhere here on elbow. The flash out, if he can re-peek this, they don't even know he's there. As you can see, his teammate is giving most of the information. Carpe's breaking all the utility, but I feel like Zeta knows something's up at this point. They're waiting for maybe a push out here for T1. But it's the first one that peaks that loses, I feel like, in all of these things. And they're coaxing it with the Sova drone.
They know they're either no.
Just trying to get a feel for it too. As long as Saya player can make this connect, it should work. But
If
Zeta
Sugar can hit this,
paranoia to get themselves
okay.
out of this sticky situation, or to at least get a pinch on the side.
Oh, let's go Hiro.
Did they understood that he was there, or someone at least pocketed themselves on the corner? That was
Oh, nice, Laz.
Haunt from out of nowhere.
Nice.
He
Nice.
does get a trade, but ultimately Huron finds him. That means that Excur left on an island on that B site. What a battle
planted.
of patience. Again, the first one to peak loses, and it was a Saya player that did because of that aftershock.
Yeah, patience and reads, right? You know, first of all, that aftershock, you have the paranoia that comes out as well. And if you think about how a team operates, they're either throwing it out just to check in case, or, you know, they're also anticipating such movements from T1. And either way, it just speaks volumes as to how Zeta are reading this game. And that's something that they could definitely need more of as they push through into that 2-2 scoreline. I mean, Depp just reacting off of such...
That's all you really need to do, right, to mess up around. You kind of want that extra elevation, that extra oomph that the second satchel does bring, especially when he has that showstopper for a play here. Or not. In any case, hoping that he could maybe break that camera too. Everybody here from T1 playing in such tight-knit positions to capitalize off of those tripwires, exposing position off of Zeta.
Very crucial, and Excur still is just lurking right around the corner of Market. Although it is smoked off, you got Carpe here as well. So even though this is a round where Zeta has the better guns, you still want to be careful.
That was neat for Nate. Side player already gave away his position, and he's somewhere here on Market. So they're just going to be holding on to that for the moment right now. Depp's going to be pushing in, but it might actually be, again, a bit of a risk. The separation on these smokes could be fatal, but I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, triple stack at the back of Boba here. Big paranoia already. They don't know that Depp has hunkered down into the corner, so the trades are looking favorable
Let's go.
for Zeta. Izu's 1-2 remain. Not spotted by the C, spotted by the Haunt though. Stunned as well. TP's away. Repositions. But Depp hounds him down. Shut.
Moving forward, this next round is the one that we've got to watch. Because Coach Autumn called the timeout for a reason. But look at Depp soaring through the air.
Well, you know, sometimes when you're up in the air, you can get grounded. And boy, did he. Sugar Zero's going to use the paranoia. They're committing to get this quick take on the B site because they aren't afraid of how much retake power T1 has. So the more that they can play for this post plant, the better it should be for Zeta Division here. But again, as I mentioned, Zaya player, he's got the Boombayah. Nightfall going to be used for a bit of that coverage. And oh my god, this is just going to be them, Zeta Division, praying to dear God that nobody from T1 can spot them out, which they absolutely are. And they just get torn apart as that retake from T1 is absolutely flawless.
Very clean. Just give them the site, play the retake. Nightfall was a good idea, and you can see Zeta trying to be a little bit more decisive.
That was a really good retake from T1.
Although it does deduce that most of the T1 players will be approaching.
If Hironon
Boba,
had Nightfalled all, like the 4 that were CT, I feel like that would have been different.
So, again, T1 just kind of adapting to some of these changes, right? We've seen this be executed several times now. Just set up for the retake instead. It's going to work a treat.
Yeah, and that was kind of annoying too for Depp, if you imagine that. Euron actually had an aftershock to assist him on Market, but because Saya player was just boosted on Market, everything that he kind of did was null and void, so unless he was just such a good shot, it would have been something, right? Depp.
God damn it.
He unleashed himself that showstopper of his, but
Didn't get anyone though.
yeah, Izu was able to get away with a fairly timed just run out, actually, or maybe that was Carpe. Anyways.
Please look left. Please look left.
Saya player into the
Fuck!
floor, explodes. You're not sure he get himself that trade-off, but Excur doubling up, and it's trade for trade, man. They are dwindling in the numbers. Thankfully enough, that Neural Theft is going to give that information. The double swing.
Laz!
Laz! Double kill! And an opportunity, a chance, a hope, a dream. He's down to 30. Did he hear the noise from Rossi? Because that's going to be important. Because, ladies and gentlemen, Laz, he's got a chance, but he's 30 HP.
Yeah, at the very least, maybe he gets a spike plant, but then you got Rossi who's able to kind of sneak back up around. And Laz always has to wonder where he's going to show up from. For all you know,
left.
Rossi might actually pull off such a crazy flank to push through tiles or something. Of course, it's going to be Link that's the easier option. Or Ali. Either way, Laz has a lot to consider. Wow, Spycam might actually give up a little bit.
Spotted him.
10 seconds. Now he's got information and just has to land the shot.
He has a snake bite too. Rossi can play this perfectly. Rossi, he gets tagged. He knows exactly where he is. What a
No,
risky
NT. Nice try, Laz.
both sides.
Clean stuff. Zeta really needs more because, the A hit, we tried that, it's been done. The Prowler can only do so much. Trip up those trap wires, maybe go up against Excur once more.
Okay, 2 for the price of 1 boom bot. Get some big damage on Saya player. Destroy the tripwire on B main itself. That's some value, but you know what? You're absolutely right. It feels like Zeta Division, they're roughhousing a push on attack. It feels like there's no finesse here. And they're kind of hoping that this shock and awe play is gonna rattle T1, but it's rallying them more than their opponents are, to be honest.
Yeah, a little bit safer on the approach this time. I like the spy cam, but Saya player peeking out into B main just calls it all clear. He knows the hit's coming towards B.
Nice
But
step.
Dev's got the aggression.
Izu does get the trade very quickly. TP across from Sugar Zero here, but he's alone for the moment. They don't realize that he's gone for the shot at step. Izu's by himself. Although he's
Nice,
spotted
Sugar.
into the corner here.
Sugar,
Himself
turn
some
around.
leeway, some breathing room, some playing space.
Last player standing.
Sugar hero moment. Sugar hero moment.
Of the two teams.
Oh.
Sugar Zero. Hard to go for this TP out.
Wow.
Saya player, he's so close. Gonna get back.
No! Oh my god.
This satchel to boost him quickly
Oh
into
my
market to
God.
reposition. And the problem, honestly, here is, again, it just feels like if Zeta pushes like this, there's no sure thing.
Oh, Tep.
As I mentioned, it's a rough house. They're brute forcing their way here and hoping that any contact leads to something good.
But it doesn't, though. I mean, look at this. Saya player shuts him down. Carpe picks up one as well. 3 players left in this round. Round 11.
Crimea River on this one, man. They line up. That's big damage too onto
4
Yuron, even if he
HP.
survives, right? He's like 4 HP.
Enemy remaining.
What? Did Side Player just hit him through a flash? Anyways, here on. From here on out, he's by himself. He's got a Nightfall. He's got the whole kit available.
Does he expect a 3-man flank
He's not
though?
going to lack anything in terms of scouting, right?
There.
But the problem is, it's a 3 versus 1.
Yeah, you've got some utility, but as a Fade, it's just not really that useful. He might be able to throw out a Haunt or a Seize.
He has Nightfall.
Prowler too. Yeah, I don't know if Nightfall in a 1-on-3, right?
Goodbye.
Well, that is a great start.
One enemy
That's
remaining.
even better.
He can throw it inside the smoke. He can throw it inside the smoke. Can he? He even sees
Yeah.
Saya Player. Just throw everything, man. Just do it right
Prowler
now.
blind him.
He's not even defusing. Come on. You already know what's happening.
And because Saya can't hear it, yeah.
Wow.
That was a good job, Hiro.
Sit back, watch the bots,
Yes.
practice, and not go through the gauntlet of the lower bracket.
That's the bigger part. You just chill out.
Oh my god, this play though?
Of course,
studying
though,
VODs.
Depp right now going on the offensive. Zeta wanting to pick up this pistol.
10 HP on Carpe though.
Laz dragging Carpe's HP to the floor, down to 10. Zeta Division's had enough, man. They've seen too much aggression from T1. They want to dish it back out themselves. They do spread themselves a little bit thin here, even though it's a 3 versus 4 with the numbers favoring Zeta Division. They have to get some control of the sites back as well as mid, and that is no easy feat when you've lost Laz already. But because of this, T1, they've already pushed themselves up onto top mid. This could separate the positions. This could isolate Huron, and he might not be prepared for the lurk.
Yeah, but you can see Laz is calling it out right now.
Down low as well, too, though.
Oh, the timing.
Now they spotted him.
Where are you?
This
Spike
should
down
be easily dismantleable by Zeta Division.
If they don't overplay their cards, they should be able to, as you mentioned. But
There.
T1's so tricky that you never
Nice,
know what's gonna
Hito.
happen. So I'm just heal all
Nice, Hito.
flash. And I mean, dude's doing a lot, right?
That's a good nade. That's a good stun right there
On
too.
a task where there may be no point of return. Depp should go kill, double satchel. We may or might not be there with you to help you out. So he's been pretty cool and calm under that kind of pressure, man.
Yeah, Les was there to help him on the previous round. Now as we go on to the next one, getting more information as to how T1...
Wow,
is
look at
approaching.
Depp's
is
Depp.
back in.
Spike down A.
T1 has no choice but to push forward.
Oh yeah. But the smoke's the only thing stopping them from dying.
Nice,
through the
Yudon.
smokes, and
Nice.
could be a clean round here for Zeta Division. Two swift
Good flawless.
T1 definitely has some ideas.
Standing ahead.
Sure enough, everything's been running
Depp.
rampant here.
Depp trying to get him.
Oh yeah, that's a big catch too. He wanted to get that that aggressive control on mid, but just fumbles in front of him,
There's a
Extra
3-man
slowly
stack
creeping
on
up
B
onto
though, and
B main
Hidodon
here,
is on A by himself.
calling in the rest of his team, trying to use that camera to coax some kind of peek here from
Oh, and
Laz,
it did.
works
It got
favorably for
Laz.
them. Sugar Zero does get the trade.
Sugar, get the
He
fuck out of there.
repositions around the corner. Do they know about this? Full control.
Let's go, Sugar!
Sugar Zero, what a mad lad actually making that happen. Huron now coming in for the big flanks. Only has a Guardian in hand.
Come on, Hiro.
Spike planted.
Slowly creeping up. Rossi
Enemy remaining.
down. Carpe could be exposed. Gives away his position. He knows he's coming in for a market here. Sees the reposition right now and could even start to defuse that spike. But Carpe, quick here on there that, again, he thought that he could one up against Carpe and defuse the spike from that angle. But no, it ain't gonna happen. Carpe's too sharp for those. Speaking of which, he's still away from the Hunter's Fury. Like you mentioned,
Surely
Zeta
they
Division
know one's mid. Yeah, that's why Hiro's looking here.
on that bonus round. But
Shit, Hiro.
did he spot Saya get through this? They're not even checking it out. What a
You're done.
catch right now for Saya.
Oh, Yudon. Oh, thank God Yudon looked.
Can he still win through it?
Oh,
Carpe able to do
fuck.
so. Huron finds Carpe somewhere on mid, drops the spike down. That's trade for 2. Depp is gone. Carpe and Saya down on the T1 side.
Starting off with these crazy minuscule timings. Now it's going to be the Neuro Theft, though. T1 has an idea as to how Zeta are positioned. The main thing is they might be able to get the spike down. They have to play positions well enough to work out against Zeta's numbers. I think that's why Excur was thinking about going through market, but it's a little bit risky as you never know what's lurking around mid.
30
Wow.
seconds left.
They're pushing out here.
Extending all the way through.
Whoa, they don't even respect this! Excur it!
How?
How?
He thought his position was sneaky. He thought he could maybe get that refrag. Absolutely not. No ace for Excur here though.
Come on, Laz.
But damage be done. And everybody on Zeta be damned. As T1 is just swimming in it. There could be the half here for Laz. Gives him a little bit more time to play around.
Damn.
With. Even
There's so much that they can do right now. Saya player with the showstopper. Always, with the off timings on some of these lurks too. Zeta might be thinking about playing something like a retakes game.
That's what I would
But,
do. That's sure
don't
as hell
know
what
how
I would do right
effective
now.
that can really be. You might be able to allow some of these T1 players to burn out their ultimates, but that's the most you can get.
Oh no,
Oh.
Hero.
Oh, Hero.
Yeah, I mean, he was very afraid of that showstopper just being blasted in front of him, so he tries to get that value with the peek out, but ultimately it's a lose-lose situation. Last exposed too. Now they know he's somewhere on top A here.
Spike
I
planted.
believe that is a fresh smoke, so they have to wait for a good chunk of time or just YOLO push through it.
No.
Yeah, there it is. They're gonna have to try to do something, but there's a lot of crossfires. Dep does get some damage, but again, with this elevated positioning from Izu, that is very difficult to try to go up against. And Saya player shuts
I
it
think they're
down.
playing
Is
GE,
Zeta
man.
only good for 6?
They're gonna
Is
play
T1
GE again
get
fucking
this?
Wednesday. God damn it.
Very close to making it happen.
Just kind of throwing bodies into it.
Yeah.
The ultimates felt, and then Euron kind of exposed, or Hirodon exposed. Then just running through the smoke, not really working out too great. I mean, Rossi even having the sense to spray through it.
Bro, get out of there.
Tipping breaks.
Thunder's Fury used very early here. Hiron, again, in the same spot that he was. If he gets spotted here, that could be just a straight-up nade. And he can't go for the cross. Dude is holding elbow for the second time in the same spot. Sure, there's no showstopper to get them gutted, but it's the same thing. Dep's going to be able to find an Excur here. Can he press the advantage? He's playing the safer game and just backing away. He's already gotten that contact. It's all good for him.
Interesting.
And a quick TP on spawn just to check if there's any big or long flankers. With 40 seconds on the clock, that's going to be very pivotal because at least that gives T1 more options to maybe go back, or at least, you know, more options to make them confident in pushing up into A main and not being afraid of their behinds.
Cut noise. Well, there
30
is
seconds
that
left.
the flank from depth though.
Ooh, that's a stun.
Right there.
Sees the cross coming into A link.
Nice.
Here's Dep with the
Lurk
flank
that.
already. Press still happens. Euron falls.
One enemy remaining.
Nice Dep.
One more alive. That's going to
down
be Saya
A.
player. 10 seconds.
10 seconds left.
Shouldn't be a win here. Can make it expensive though, which he does as he finds Laz. Zeta Division somehow manages to live the fight for another round.
Oh my god.
I mean, it's very well played.
Hero
how
needs
much
to not
depth
play
is
elbow on A.
controlling.
Put Hero.
Although T1
B.
tries at a different strat, just trying to cut noise.
Put
and
Hero
just throw out the sight.
somewhere other than elbow.
It really was that flank from Dep, and not to mention some of the players on site. To
Yeah,
really
put Hero B,
find
man.
some of these trades, soften up the blows. Keep.
Like, if you're gonna have someone be elbow, let it be
Zeta's
Dep
not
or
out of
Sugar.
this game yet.
Someone who can get out of there quickly.
That said, though, got Rossi on the Viper's Pit available now. Hirodon might have the Nightfall to counter that, but still a lot of options.
Nice
Oh,
Dep.
okay, well, not that, though. That's not an option.
Dude just straight up walked into stairs. Not sure what that was about.
My camera is.
Anyways, step in the right direction at least here. Spots a couple of the shock darts.
Oh,
Laz
Laz, Laz.
does have a teammate right beside him, but is this going to be a quick little chase here from T1?
Oh, interesting.
Let's get out of there.
Really bad spot here, and
What was that shot?
Carpe.
Kills! Def Laz! Sugar 0 on the blink of an eye, down, down, and down.
That's
Nightfall
both of them.
activated here. They got to try to make something happen, right? Because of the Viper's Pit. From Rossi looking a little bit too dangerous. The hot comes in. The pistol. 1 versus 1. Rossi still hidden inside his own ultimate. The
Wow.
But it's a bit too late. And T1 qualified, putting down Zeta Division.
All the way in through to the playoff stage. Down to the end of it. I mean, we had a rocky start on Ascent. Zeta looked darn near good. But then as we move on to Lotus, Excur.
Zeta plays GE on Wednesday. No. And I'm not gonna be able to watch it because it's at 7 p.m. Unless they let me go home early. I'm now sad. I'm now stressed. I feel like they're playing Sunset again with GE now, and I'm terrified. That was a really good play from T1 though. That was really good from T1. Good job from T1. But like at the same time, now I'm sad because now they have to play GE again. Fuck. That was a good. T1 looks like unstoppable right now. I will say, like out of all the teams so far in Pacific, I think T1 looks very, very good. Ah, shit. Okay. Now I gotta wait for Wednesday. Fucking hell.